Hello everyone, Julia here, hello from Sweden and welcome to a new video. I finally finished my travel journal about my trip to Finland, so in today's video I will show you a flip through of this journal, all the pages and how it turned out, and I have to say that I'm really happy with it, like how it turned out. It's a very colorful and very Moomin themed journal. I didn't expect it to be so much Moomin themed, but in the end I think I have some Moomin stickers or tapes or something Moomin related almost on every page of this journal, and I really like it. It's very cute. I also added this cute little charm to this cover. I don't know if I will keep it put here all the time or maybe we'll put it somewhere else later to some other journal, but now I also have this cute little charm that I bought in Finland with snailmail, and it's really cute. I think it's meant to be a keychain, but I used it as a charm. So I will show you now this finished journal. So I used this Moomin insert from a limited set, that Moomin themed limited set of Travelers Company, and I think it's a very fitting insert for this trip, and I almost didn't decorate the cover. I didn't want to cover this pretty image here, so I just added here a few stickers just to remember that it's a trip to Finland in 2024, and also I added some stickers on the back cover and a few stamps. And inside also this first page I left as it is. I really like this pretty image and a quote here, and also added just a few stickers to the cover and decorated it a little bit. And this is already a first day of the trip. This is just basically like a title page, just a collage that I made still at home before my trip, and this is already the first day of the trip. It was Sunday, 2nd of June, and on this day we had a late flight to Finland, so it's basically just a flight in the evening, and then we arrived to the hotel quite late and went to sleep. But I included here a business card from the hotel, also a few photos from the airport, because the first thing that I saw in the airport were some Moomin characters everywhere there, like some pictures on the walls and stuff like that, and it was really cute. It was a very cute small airport in Tampere where we arrived, so I also printed a few photos from the trip. And this is already the next day, our first day in Tampere, and I put one of this Moomin tags in this tea bag. I don't remember from what exactly that was, but from some of the Moomin things that I bought. Yeah, so this is the first day in Tampere, and basically we just were walking through the city, exploring the city, and it was very nice. It's not very big city. It's very green. There are many parks, many beautiful parts of the city. Also went to a bookshop and of course already bought some Moomin stuff on the first day. I bought a few postcards that I wanted to send from Tampere to some friends, and also this stickers. I think it was like a set of 3 sticker sheets. We also went a bit to the outside of the city, to the forest, and to this place called Woodhenge, something like a wooden Stonehenge, and it was really nice to walk there. Beautiful area. And then also we're exploring the city more, and I also sent a postcard to myself from Tampere with this cute Moomin illustration. I really like to send postcards to myself from my trips. It's always interesting then to get a postcard after trip and read what you experienced on that particular day, and I already have quite a few of this, and I started to do this because I was inspired by one of my friends who does that already for many years, and I think it's a really cool idea to send a postcard to yourself as well, like not only to friends or relatives but also to yourself. And it's always a nice little surprise after the trip to find this postcard in your mailbox and to kind of to relive again your emotions and your experiences from the trip. So I put it here inside the journal as well. And this is already the next day, the second day in Tampere. And on this day, first thing that we did after breakfast was going to Moomin Museum. It's the only Moomin museum in the world, and I found out about it shortly before this trip, and I'm so happy that I did, because it was really interesting. All the original illustrations, drawings from Moomin books are in this museum, and they are absolutely beautiful, and it was so cool to see them. They are really awesome. And there are also many other interesting things. It's quite interactive because it's also made for children, of course, so there are many interactive things, many interesting things to look at, except the illustrations. But I think for me personally, the illustrations, or seeing the originals of the illustrations, was the most interesting part of the museum. But in general, it's a very nice museum. It's not very big, but very nicely made, nicely organized, and yeah, it was really, really cool. And next to the museum, there is also this cute little Moomin statue monument. So of course I had to go there and take some pictures with this cute Moomin and my traveler's notebook, and it's really, really adorable. Yeah, so these are the pages about Moomin Museum. I printed some photos, also took this flyer there because there is also now an exhibition about Tove Jansson's life, like some information about her. It's not a permanent thing there. I think they change things there from time to time and have some different exhibitions. So now they have this one about her life, and these are the tickets from the museum. I was really happy to get paper tickets because I think in many places now it's only digital, but I was really happy to get these paper tickets. Yeah, so this is mainly about the museum. I also went to the shop there. There's a little museum shop where you can find a lot of stuff with Moomin, like pretty much anything you can imagine with Moomin. And of course I had to buy a few things there, like some postcards and charms and stickers and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a very cool museum if you are a Moomin fan, and if you happen to be in Finland, in Tampere, then I can definitely recommend it. Then we also went to a very nice cafe, which is basically right in front of the museum. It's very small and cute and very cozy, so we had some lunch there. And the park around museum is also very nice, so we walked a bit there. Then I also went to a stationery shop. I already showed all the things that I bought there in the first video of this mini travel journal series about Finland, so I will leave a link to that video in case if you missed it. It was a very, very nice and beautiful stationery shop. And yeah, and then we were walking more through the city and also went for a little picnic in the evening, a bit out of the city in some small national park, walked through the forest and had a little picnic dinner. It was a beautiful view to the lake and like in general just beautiful city view. And this is already a second day. And on this day, I think almost half of the day I spent in the hotel. I just was resting and journaling, and then we went for lunch and for a short walk. And it was quite warm, like not extremely hot, but quite warm in the afternoon. So we had a kind of a lazy day, and then in the evening we went to Judas Priest concert, and it was very spontaneous. We didn't plan to go there, but on the first day in the evening when we went to a metal bar, we were talking a bit with the bartender there, and he said that on Wednesday, on this day, there will be Judas Priest concert. We didn't know about that, but of course we decided to go spontaneously because it's one of my favorite bands and also one of favorite bands of my husband, and I always happy to see them live. I've seen them already many times, but it's always great. So we decided to go to the concert spontaneously, and unfortunately there were no floor tickets anymore. They were sold out, only seats, and like really far away seats, but we decided to go anyway. It was a bit unusual experience for me because I hardly ever go to the concerts with like seats, with tickets to the seats. I always go to the floor. I just can't contain my excitement. I can't sit on the concert. And luckily we didn't have to sit there, but still it was a bit an unusual experience, but the concert was great anyway. And that's basically was our last day in Tampere, and on the next day we already went to Helsinki. And I also made this title page for Helsinki, like just to know that this part of the journal is already about Helsinki. I made this sometime already in Helsinki in the hotel. So this is our first day in Helsinki. We went by regional train from Tampere. It was like maybe 2.5 hours or something like that, so not very long. And I have here a few things in this little pocket. We went to our hotel first, of course, and then went for a walk and for lunch, and just were walking through the city and exploring the city, and it was really nice. I also went to one stationery shop there called Paper Shop. I also already showed some all the things that I bought in Helsinki, and also went to Metallica pop-up store and bought some Metallica merchandise, of course, and went to 2 Moomin shops in Helsinki. There are 2 official Moomin shops there, and they are located basically next to each other. It's like super close, and one is a bit smaller. So first I went to that smaller one and bought some things there, and then also went to that other one, and the second one it's a little bit bigger, but they have pretty much the same stuff, maybe just with a few differences. And I kept all the packaging, of course, put all this cute little tags and stuff like that in the pockets. So I visited 2 Moomin shops on my first day in Helsinki. And yeah, and in the evening we also just were walking through the city, went to a metal bar, very cool metal bar, just explored the city. And next day, that was Friday 7th of June, it was first Metallica concert, the main reason why we went to Finland. And on this day I had a very relaxed morning in the hotel, just journaling, resting. I think that was when I made this title page here, and just was working a bit on my travel journal, resting, reading before the concert, because I always like to have some nice and quiet me time before concerts like this, like especially this big stadium concerts where you always have to go very much in advance because there are many people, so you have to arrive in advance, enter in advance, and yeah, so basically waiting time until the concert starts is actually quite long. So before that I always like to have a relaxed, nice day. And yeah, and these are some pictures from the concert. I also always make more detailed spreads about the concerts in my music journal. Like I write more and print more photos, so these are the pages about these concerts in Helsinki in my music journal. So as you can see, it's definitely a lot more. I wrote all my thoughts and impressions about the concerts in my music journal. But I also like to include some photos in my travel journal. If it's a concert in another country, in another city, that I traveled there and also spent some time in the city, then I also always include some concert photos in my travel journal and shortly write about it in my travel journal as well. But my main journal for concerts and festivals is this one, music journal, and here it's like more detailed. And this is basically just a short version of it. Then on the next day, again, we were walking through the city, exploring the city, and I also sent a postcard from Helsinki. So I also included this postcard here. And also on this day, I went to another nice stationery shop. Bought there this cute coffee bear stamp and some stickers and few more Moomin things. And we also went to a really nice park and walked there enjoyed some beautiful views and beautiful weather. And in the evening we went to another kind of spontaneous concert of Apocalyptica playing Metallica. Apocalyptica is a band that plays on cello. So it's 3 guys playing on cello and 1 drummer, and they play their own versions of Metallica songs on cello. And I think it kind of sounds weird when you hear it, like metal music on cello, but it works really, really great. And the concert was absolutely amazing, and I'm really happy that we decided to go there. We also bought tickets very spontaneously, like maybe a few days before our trip. But I'm happy that we did, because the concert was really great, and to hear my favorite Metallica songs played on cello was really absolutely amazing. It's very recognizable, but in the same it's something very different, something own, and it's just great. And here is the next day, and on this day there was a second Metallica concert. So again, I had a very quiet and relaxed morning in the hotel, journaling again and just resting, and then we went to the concert. Also printed some pictures from the concert and put here a few things related to the concert in these little pockets. But yeah, the main part of photos and journaling about this concert is also in this journal, in my music journal. And on the next day we went to Espoo, which is a smaller city quite close to Helsinki. We went there by train and then took a bus and went to the lake bottom, and I already been there like many years ago. I think in 2013 I've been there with my friend, and we really liked it there, so I wanted to go there again. And it's a bit of a special place if you're into metal music. Then you probably know a band called Children of Bodom. They come from this area, from Espoo, and they called themselves kind of by the name of this lake, and this was the area where they grew up. And unfortunately the band doesn't exist anymore because their singer and guitarist died a few years ago. So the band doesn't exist anymore, but I always loved this band. I listened to them for many years, so I wanted to go there again. And like, regardless if you like Children of Bodom or not, this place is just very beautiful. It's a very beautiful lake. So we just walked there a bit through the forest, a bit along the lake, and yeah, it was really nice. And the weather was great. It was raining a little bit when we arrived there, but then it stopped, and then it was really nice, beautiful weather, not too warm, not too cold, nice and sunny, and it was really nice to walk along the lake. So we spent there quite a long time, And then also went back to Espoo, to the city center, and also walked a bit through the city, and then went to another small lake, like kind of in the city, and then went to a bottom bar. That's the bar and sauna actually that belongs to a few former members of Children of Bodom. So it's like a bar and a small museum in the same time, because you can look there at all the things related to the band. Like all their guitars are there. There are many photos from different concerts, some stage equipment of them, stage decor, like different posters, gifts from fans that they got over the years. Just different things related to the band and to their music, so you can just basically walk through the bar and look at all the things, and it was really interesting. And they also brew their own beer and make really good cocktails. So we tried a few beers and they were really, really good. And like in general, the place is great. If you are into metal music, then it's definitely a place to visit, and it's just super nice and friendly, and of course everyone is welcome to there, not only if you are into metal and like Children of Bodom. And there is sauna as well, so if you like sauna, then you also can go to the sauna there. And on the next day we already went back. The holiday was over, and I added here this Grumpy Moomin sticker because I really like this sticker. I think it's probably my favorite sticker of all Moomin stickers that I got during this trip. It's so adorable. Also got a few more things with this Grumpy Moomin then later. But I put it here because first we went to another Moomin shop. There is one in the airport, so of course I had to go there. This was the last Moomin shop of the trip, and I bought a few more things there. And I also saw that there is a Moomin cafe in the airport, and I really wanted to go there because it looked great on photos, like all the decorations and stuff. And I think I thought that it would be great to finish our trip there and just have there some coffee, or I don't know, just have some lunch in the Moomin cafe before the flight. And we even came to the airport earlier because of that, but it turned out the Moomin cafe is already after passport control, so basically only people flying outside of European Union could go there, because you have to go through passport control and have a valid ticket for the flight outside of the European Union. And yeah, and we were flying from Finland to Denmark, so it's like a domestic flight, kind of a domestic flight in Europe, and you don't have to go through passport control if you fly in Europe, so we couldn't go there. And I thought that it's really stupid to place a cafe like that in the area where many people actually can't go. I think it's not very smart, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who wanted to go there but couldn't go because of this issue that, like, if you have a flight inside European Union, then you basically just can't go there. So I was a little bit upset because of it, and yeah, that's why I put this Grumpy Moomin sticker here. But we found another very nice cafe there, and I had a very, very tasty chocolate cake there. I even printed a picture of this cake. It was so good. So this was the last day of our trip, and yeah, everything went great. And I used all the pages of this journal, as you can see, even this very, very last page, and also added here one of the Moomin postcards that I bought, and wrote here when I finished this journal. It was on 10th of July, so it took me a while to finish it, but it's okay, of course. It's always good to take some time and just slowly work on it, and I had really much fun working on this journal and adding all this stuff to the journal, especially all this cute Moomin things. And I really love how colorful this journal is, and like how many Moomin characters are there. There is at least one Moomin probably on every page, or like almost on every page of this journal, at least one Moomin character. And in the end, I think the last thing that I did, I added this tiny tiny bird stickers also to many pages, like not to all, but to many pages, like for example, like here. And I added really many of them, like so. There is at least one little birdie also on almost on every page. I thought that it would be fun to add these tiny stickers and then like kind of to search for them sometime when I flip through this journal, then to try to find all of them, because they are very tiny, so it could be like a fun game to find all these little birds. And I also added some stamps with similar birds, also these tiny stamps. And I used almost all this sticker sheet, so as you can see I used really many of the stickers. This is all what is left, and I used these birds only in this journal. And this sticker sheet is from Mindwave Japan, and I bought a few more of this because these birds are so adorable. Just look at them, and they're so tiny that you can just add them randomly anywhere and they fit so well. And also there are some stamps with these little birdies here, so many little birds and also many woman characters. Yeah, but now this journal is finished and I'm really happy how it turned out. And I think it will be really fun to go through this journal sometime later, sometime next year, when I already will forget a little bit about this trip and how the journal looks. I always go back to my travel journals, go through all of them from time to time. I like to sit down sometimes with a cup of tea and just spend some time just looking at my old travel journals. I think it's a really great way to relive all those nice travel memories, and this trip was absolutely great. It was one of the best holidays in a very long time. Everything worked really awesome. There were so many great unexpected things, cool surprises, and everything just worked really great. So this journal is very special and I'm very happy about it. Yeah, so I hope you like this travel journal series about Finland. I hope it was useful for you and interesting. And as always, thank you so much for watching and see you in my next videos. Bye!